Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy good Monday. I just wanted to, for y'all who new to my page, welcome. Welcome, y'all. And for y'all who been here rocking with me, y'all know that your girl was homeless for about 6 months. And I wasn't going live like that. I was a little bit, but not like that. Like, I'll go live here and there randomly, but I wasn't supposed to be on here. I ain't had no business on here. Like I told y'all, God was like, girl, get your mind right. Get your life together or whatever. So I came to tell y'all what it was like living in a shelter. Because that's where I was at. I'm not gonna tell y'all the name of the shelter. I'm not gonna tell y'all the location. But I was in the shelter, y'all. When I tell y'all, them was some of the hardest days of my life. The hardest days. They was offering. Well, okay, let me start off with when I first got there. It was nighttime. I had somebody drop me off. We drove at night because it was in another city in Florida where I was living at. So I had somebody drop me off at nighttime, and I can't put my phone down because the cart is wet because all these dang on hills North Carolina got. Dang. But yeah, I had somebody drop me off at night. I did intake. They asked me questions and this and that. And then I had to fill out paperwork, for my kids and stuff like that. And yeah, that was it. They took us to our room. They tell everybody, hey, this is her name. The people that was up, some people were asleep. Because you can be up and out whenever you want to or whatever. So, hey, whoever that is, happy Monday. Good morning. So they had told the people, hey, this is, they introduced me and stuff and my kids for the people that was out. They ain't seemed too friendly, which was cool because I wasn't coming there to make no friends anyways. But after that, we went to our room, met our roommates. They just rolled their eyes because my babies was screaming. My babies was screaming. It was at 10-something that night. We walked in that shelter. And the girl, she just rolled her eyes and rolled over. And I'm saying, I'm sorry, I can't help. My babies is screaming. They in a new environment. They don't know where they at. So until they get used to this, they're going to scream because they're babies. She ain't say nothing. Like, she was just throwing me hints. My roommate, it was her and her daughter. At first I thought it was her and another grown lady on a different side of the room. No, but her daughter was a teenager. So, yeah, she had an attitude. Happy Monday, whoever that is. Good morning. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to make sure I don't leave nothing out. So, yeah, basically, she had an attitude the whole time. And so I just learned to ignore her. So I went in the bathroom or whatever after I unpacked all our stuff because we had a dresser. Hey, Caramel, how you doing? Happy Monday. What I was going to say? We had unpacked our stuff. They gave us a dresser to ourselves. Well, not to ourselves. We had the 2 top drawers to ourselves. And I was scared. I was like, I don't want nobody stealing my stuff. Like, no. I don't want nobody stealing my stuff. So I put the stuff that wasn't good out there, like the lotion that I barely use, deodorant, and just stuff that I didn't really use like that. Everything else was in my purse. And I kept my purse under my pillow. So I went in the bathroom. Trying to make sure this pump is clean. I went in the bathroom, y'all. Why the tub was black? Why was the tub black? Like, black as my shirt. Y'all, I was sick to my stomach. I was about to throw up. Because who finna bathe in that? I went and told the people, I said, why is the tub black? She was like, what do you mean? The people, when I say I went and told the people, I'm talking about the staff. She was like, what do you mean, why is the tub black? I said, ma'am, that tub is black. Ain't no way me and my babies is bathing in it. She was like, well, what most girls, hey, D-Dot, Co-Star, good morning. She was like, well, what most of the girls do is they bathe with bags over their foot. I said I was going to do that anyways because it's a shared bathroom because it's 2 rooms that share a bathroom. Yeah, and it's 4 people in the other room. But I'm going to get into that a little later. Is they coming right here? Because I need to know. They all coming right here? So she was like, yeah, that's what they do. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, let me try to, hey Ray, Muhammad, good morning. I said, let me try to clean it myself. Y'all, bleach the tub. I use Comet. I use bleach spray. Y'all, nothing got the black stuff out. Nothing worked. So I asked the girl, I said, hey, did you be trying to clean the tub? Because it's black. How y'all bathing in that? She said, I just put bags on my foot. And she said, we don't clean the tub. And I'm like, well, how the fuck is y'all living? I ain't say nothing after that. But in my head, I was thinking, like, that's nasty as fuck. What you mean you don't clean the tub? That's disgusting. But, so, days went by. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was off to myself. Hey, Shishi, how you doing? Happy Monday. Because that's just how I am. I'm off to myself. I'm just, I was struggling. I'm already in the shelter. I don't want to make friends. I see everybody have friends. Let me go over here because, I ain't putting no new stuff in there. I see everybody have friends. I did feel out of place, but I had to keep reminding myself, I'm here to get assistance. I'm here so I can get me a place. I'm not here to make friends because it was a lot of drama. So, it was like day 3, because I wasn't talking to because I was staying to myself, wasn't trying to get to know nobody or nothing. So one day a girl came up to me and she was like, these girls are so drama filled here. Be careful because, if you become friends with anybody, you're going to get in the middle of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really into the friend thing or whatever. I got my kids. They be doing a whole lot and I don't got time. And she's like, okay. And she had introduced herself to me and stuff. And I'm like, okay, she seemed kind of cool. Like, we could be cool. Like, not friends, but we could socialize or whatever here and there. So, y'all, I'm working. So, basically, we started talking, being cool, sitting outside together. Like, she'll text me and be like, girl, I'm outside. You want to come out here? You and your kids? And I'm like, yeah, we'll come out there with you. How you doing today, Shishi? And, we'll meet outside sometimes. Sometimes I didn't want to be bothered with. And she's like, girl, why you acting funny? I'm like, girl, because I don't really do people like that. And you got to understand that, I don't want to be outside all the time. So she had to, get used to that. I was in this shelter for about 2 months, y'all. My headphones about to cut off. So, long story short, how long I've been on here? Hold on. You just getting up? Oh, okay. What you got planned today? You working or you off? What is this? Oh. So, eventually that girl, she ended up putting my name in some mess. I had nothing to do with. Hey, everybody on the live. And I just stopped talking to her or whatever. But y'all, as me being a new person, I see everybody, like, they'll be dressed in the clothes at the shelter, donate shoes, but everybody's situation was different, so I wasn't judging. But they was judging me like, girl, why are you dressing up? All you do is sit around this shelter and this and that. And I'm like, why y'all females can't just mind y'all business? If I want to look cute, I want to look cute. I'm already going through enough. That don't mean I should be around here looking dingy. I want to look good. You know what I'm saying? That's good, Shishi. I hope you have a good day. What you got anything planned? Yeah, so them girls, when I was in that shelter, they was because it was all girl shelter. Girls and kids. Women shelter, I should say. Women and kids. So it was just like, I was getting looks. People were saying little slick stuff when I was walking by. It was a lot. Because I got bad anxiety, so it was times I wanted to say something to people. I wanted to snap. But I'm like, I got to keep my composure so me and my kids can get what we came here for. Like, we have a goal. I can't let these people get to me. And then, the roommate I was telling, hold on, this ain't loud. The roommate I was telling y'all about, y'all, we ended up getting into it, like, literally was about to fight. In front of the kids and all, because this girl, I got tired of her sucking her teeth, rolling her eyes, and I had to tell her, like, listen, these is babies. I'm in North Carolina, love. I said, these is babies, love. Like, you can't be sucking your teeth. You're not going to keep doing that. But my kids is up. I had to tell her, like, this is not that. Like, I don't know how you do other people's kids, but not mine. So, yeah, we got into it real bad. Then they moved my room because she said she didn't want me in her room. Like, it was her room first. Like, girl, I don't want to be in this dirty, filthy room anyways. So, I moved rooms. My roommate was a little strange. She was like, oh my gosh, those babies are cute. I want to take them with me. And I'm like, because my was little. Hold on, my headphones. Okay, I'm back. My headphones had cut off. I need to go in there and charge them. But that girl was she kept saying, oh, I want to take your babies with me. Where you going to take them to? Because we both stay in the shelter, baby. Like, where you trying to take my kids to? And I just found it a little strange. Hey, R-Side.com. So I was scared. And y'all, it was a lot of nights I didn't sleep. It was a lot of nights I didn't eat. I was scared. Like, this is an open shelter. Somebody could come in my room and do something. And I was scared. It was a lot of gay girls in there. It was just like, it was not giving. Like, I was scared. I didn't know. I was scared, more scared for my babies than me, because everybody was so in love with them, and everybody was talking about how they couldn't have kids and stuff. Like, I was horrified. I'm like, bro, I don't need to be in here. I don't. But so that roommate ended up leaving 2 days later. The strange one I was talking about. She was a little weird. She ended up going to another shelter. She said they couldn't help her here. They wasn't offering nothing, no benefits. And she was telling me I should look for another shelter because they're going to do me the same way. She was like, all they do is kick girls out for no reason because they don't want to really help you. So I'm like, girl, whatever. You just saying that. You know, y'all know how it is when you just know, like, you got something good coming. You feel like just because it ain't work out for somebody else, it could work out for you. That's how I was feeling. Like, girl, hush. Don't be speaking that negative stuff to me. I got hope. I know something good gonna come out of this. What state are you in, Shishi? So, yeah. I got a new, well, hold on. This shelter, they let you leave for 74 hours. If you're not back in time in them 74 hours, you get kicked out. So I left for 2 days because my baby ended up getting sick when we moved our room. She had a stomach virus. She will not stop throwing up. So I said, Florida. I was in Florida, but I moved. I miss it. I really do. Ooh, something smell good. Oh, Dairy Queen just opened up, I think, or they must be opening. But so yeah, my baby ended up getting a stomach virus when we had moved rooms or whatever. We ain't had no roommate for a while. So we left, went to their grandma's house for that time being, and we was stuck in the hospital the whole time. I called and let them know because it might have been a while. She was in there for a whole week, y'all. She was that sick. So I got back to the shelter. The lady's arguing with me, oh, you didn't call or nothing. I said, I didn't call. Do you want to see these calls? I had documented everything because I just felt like it was some snake stuff going on in that shelter. So I had to protect myself by all means. So I'm like, that's cap. Look at this. My home in Georgia, though. I'm trying to leave my husband, so I'm just here looking for a job. Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that. You should find work. You know, it's a lot of work in Florida, depending on what part. Like, if you in the city part, you'll be able to find plenty of work in Florida. But if you need to get something quick, you could do this gig that I'm doing. I just clean pumps and clean restaurants if you into that. It's real easy. You can work when you can. It's 4-hour shifts, but I try to do 2 to 3 a day, so it could be worth it, you know. But yeah, if you're interested, just let me know in the comments. I'll drop the link so you can earn money when you join with my Fort Walton Beach. I don't think I ever heard of that. Is that by Miami? Is that in the Miami area over there? I don't think I heard of that. I can drop my link because if you sign up under my name or anybody else's account or whatever, you can. It's called Shift Smart. It's you clean the Circle K's. But if you sign up under my link, or if you want to use a friend link or whatever. Oh, okay, that's where it's at. Okay. You get $25 for signing up, and if people use your link, they get $50. You get $25. But the person who uses the link has to go to work at least one shift, and they'll see that money with the money they make that same day. I forgot where I was at in the story. Oh yeah, so yeah, me and the lady was arguing because she was the way she approached me when I got back to the shelter. She was like, yeah, I know you don't have paperwork, this and that. You wasn't at no hospital. She was just being nasty. I said, girl, who was you talking to? Like, don't ever come at me like that. I was at the hospital. I'm not finna lie about my baby having no stomach virus. And I'm not finna just sit in the hospital for the hell of it. I got you. I'm gonna drop it when I end this live, or it's on my page. I'm gonna pin it too. I'm gonna pin it because a lot of people been asking about it. Yeah, the lady was nasty when I came back or whatever. So she was like, let me see what we gonna do with you. Like, she was trying to kick me out or something. You welcome, love. So I'm like, man, so you finna really kick me out because, you know what I'm saying, like, really? So my baby daddy had dropped me off. So I'm telling him, please wait and please ask your mama if we could stay there just in case, because these people not trying to help me. And they being nasty for no reason. So he waited or whatever. Oh, I used the wrong word. Let me try this again. So I had talked to her supervisor. She ended up letting me go to my room. She's like, it's a new person in there or whatever. And she told me her name. So I had introduced myself to my roommate, and she spoke no type of English at all. Her stuff was all on my side of the room, on my bed. She had to move some of my stuff, and I had to translate, hey, you know, I was being nice, how you doing and stuff, what's your name? And I told her my name. I said, hey, can you get your stuff please from right here, because this is my area, and I see you had moved my stroller and everything else. This is my area. You could I said you could put some of your stuff like next to it, but you like completely reorganized the room. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry or whatever. And you know, we made it work or whatever. Our kids started playing together, and it was just having a ball, because we wasn't used to having no other kids in the room with us. They was having a ball, y'all. Good time. And I'd be like, hey, because my kids would go running over there by her bed, playing with her son. And I'd be like, hey, y'all come over here. They probably don't want y'all in their space or whatever. And she's like, no, they good. They can play. And she'll just, like, randomly, throughout the night and throughout the day, leave her son in the room, go outside for a phone call. And I'm like, girl, how can she just trust me like that? I'm not finna just leave my kids in the room with a stranger. I don't care if roommates or not. I ain't doing that. My kids going everywhere with me. Like, even when I was in that shelter, I was taking my kids to the bathroom with me. They was in the shower with me. I was not playing. Like, if I had to sit them on the floor, on a blanket, I sure will. I sure would. If I had to bring the bassinets in the bathroom, I sure did. I did not play. Like, I was not taking no chances. So, days went by. You know, me and the roommate was doing good. She cooked lunch for me one day. I didn't eat it because I don't know what people be doing to their food, and I was scared. I don't eat from everybody. Like, if I don't see you cook it, or if I ain't had your food before, I'm not eating from you. No, I don't do that. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. So what I did was I kind of left it way in the back of the refrigerator, and somebody ended up pouring it out that night. It wasn't her. The girl that I was cool with, she ended up throwing it away because she be cleaning up, because she said it's so messy. And plus she was pregnant, so she ain't had nothing else better to do at night. So she was just in there cleaning up the kitchen and stuff. So I'm like, girl, thank you so much, because I ain't want to be rude and not just eat her food and just throw it away in her face or nothing. So I thank you so much, because I didn't know what to do with the food. So me and my roommate was getting along. Our kids was going in the park outside. Mind y'all, she ain't speaking no English, so she'll be sitting over there with the Spanish people while our kids is playing, and I'll just be chilling, you know, over there with the kids. So y'all, one day, first I went to the store with my kids. Y'all probably seen me. I was live on here. Matter of fact, I went to get slushies for my kids, and the girl was texting me. The girl that I'm cool with, she was like, girl, they saying your kids done got all these kids in here sick. Kids is throwing up, and your roommate kid is the main one sick. And I'm like, what? I said, tell them to stop lying. Tell them, don't be lying on my kids' name. My kids are not sick. They fine and healthy. If they were sick, I would have took them from, you know, this shelter. They're fine. They came back from the virus weeks ago. Only one of my kids got sick. I have 3 little ones with me. Well, no, I had 2 of them. Only the twins was with me. I got 2 little ones with me. Only one got sick. And they twins. Like, if it was really something contagious, the other twin would have got sick too. So, what happened after that? So I came in, I said, what's going on? My kids getting who sick? Yeah, I had to straighten these people a couple times because they was like really, really messy in this shelter. They was like, oh no, your roommate's son is sick. That's what it was. I'm like, oh, okay, because I just wanted to make sure y'all wasn't talking about my kids because my kids are fine. So, next thing you know, my son's, well, we was in a little play, they have a playroom on the inside, and my son started boo-booing, but I changed him. I had just changed him, right? I didn't realize the kind of, hey, Quickie. I didn't realize the type of sickness was going around. So my son was boo-booing. I changed him or whatever. And my son done boo-boo in the dang on playroom. I didn't know, y'all. I had just changed him. So my case manager came and got me, and she was like, y'all was the last ones in the playroom. Did your son boo-boo? I said, yeah, but I changed him. How you doing? Happy Monday, Quickie. Hey, girl. And she was like, are you sure? Because it's a little bit of boo-boo by the toys. And I said, I just said I changed my son. What I got to lie for? Yeah. Come to find out, my son had done boo-boo by the toys. I guess it was oozing out. And I didn't catch it because I thought I just changed him. So, y'all, my roommate was, you know, she was up them nights before, and her son was really sick. He had high fever. She was trying to tell me about it, but she didn't say what he had, y'all. She didn't want to tell me what he had. Y'all. Hey, Taz and them kids. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, sweet girl, and I hope you have a marvelous day. You too, Quickie. I hope you have a marvelous day, too. I'm going to have to put this phone down because I ain't going to get nothing down. So, y'all, my son ended up getting real sick because my roommate kid, thank you, because my roommate's kid was sick. So, y'all, she said he had a stomach virus. I'm like, okay. He had spots all over him, y'all. I didn't think nothing of it. I ain't never heard of no disease or infection or nothing with no spots. So I'm like, that's a different kind of sickness. I ain't say nothing. So my later that night, he got real sick. He started throwing up in the hallway and everything. And I'm like, well, my roommate's baby is sick. Y'all, my case manager, she had came. Hey, Josiah Green, how you doing? Happy Monday. All over here. Shit. My caseworker, case manager, whatever you want to call her, she had came over to my room and was like, y'all gotta pack your bags, y'all gotta go. And I'm like, what you mean? Y'all kicking us out? We don't have nowhere to go. She said, y'all are going to a hotel. Your roommate's son is very, very sick. He has hand, mouth, and foot. I said, what? What is that? Oh, because he was looking. I'm like, what you looking at? Hello. Hey, how you doing? But, y'all, the baby had hand, mouth, and foot. I said, what in the world is that? I went to call on my people. What is hand, mouth, and foot? They said, girl, that's contagious. I said, are the kids, they was like, are the kids okay? I said, I guess I don't see no hand, mouth, and foot on them. They was like, look out for any bumps and stuff, and if they start itching and stuff, then you'll know they're happy. And I'm like, nah, they ain't itching, they don't got no bumps, they good. Y'all, so they told us we had to stay in the hotel for 3 days because my kids could be infected or whatever. Why are you standing right here in front of me? Hold on, y'all. Y'all see this? I've heard of hand, mouth, and foot, but I'm not sure if that was going around when my baby was a baby. She's almost 21 now. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's going around. It is going around. So, I don't know what's going on here, y'all, but I just had to show y'all this. But, yeah, so we went to the hotel. We ain't had no food because, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, the shelter we was staying in, they had, like, cabinets. We put our food in. We have freezer sections. We put our food in. They had a bunch of deep freezers, and they put our name, and we put our frozen foods in. We was, like, they didn't feed us there. We had to feed ourselves. I didn't have no food stamps left because I was giving them, you know, getting food for where I was staying at. So I didn't have, when I got there, I didn't have no food stamps. And, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And y'all know what? Before I had left, I didn't have no roommates. So they should have checked them before they came in. I think all shelters should check people before they let people come in to that and get their room. If they sick, they should turn them around and send them to another shelter or send them to the hospital and have them come back or something, you know. Exactly. Exactly. Because they knew, and they knew he was sick, and they ain't tell me. They just let us go back to our room. That's the crazy thing. That's so crazy. Keep your eyes on him. I hope he's not up to no good, but human trafficking is a real thing. So yes, especially here. Well, really, it's bad everywhere now. But I heard in North Carolina it's terrible. I don't know what he's up to. It's weird, y'all. He leaving. I'm good. I'm gone. Hiding behind that pole. But y'all, so I went to the hotel. I was there for 3 days, y'all. Why the third day? Before we was finna leave, my baby's caught it. I see that now. She's talking about that man ain't worried about you, honey. It looked like he was at first. He leaving now. I'm just saying it was weird because how he was standing in front of me like that. So, yeah. Paranoia will destroy you. Well, it's not destroying me. I'm just saying. But let me get back to my story. Anyways. Your child could have been very ill. Something worse that could have happened to him. That could have been. Exactly. Most definitely. But, listen, Shishi. I got anxiety, so anything I see, yeah, I'm going to point it out. So, yeah. Paranoia, it could destroy me or whatever you said. Don't let it destroy you, but I'm on point with everything. If she just standing there, what would you do? What would you do? What would you say? We different. So, yeah, I'm going to point that out. And I'm going to say, do y'all see him and all that. But, yeah, have a good day. Jimmy, how you doing? Let me get back to my story because Shishi done threw me all the way off. No disrespect, Shishi, but I'm just saying, like, if I say something, if I see something, I'm going to say something. Sure. Don't be coming at me like that. Let me get back to my story. What was I even saying? She just blew me. But, so y'all, my kids ended up having a hand off a foot on the third day. So, me being the person I am, I done knocked on this lady door, y'all. She was down the hall for me. I said, I love it. Thank you, girl. Yeah, that's another way to look at it. But listen, I don't know nobody here. I don't know how these people operate up here. I don't know. I gotta be on my P's and Q's, Shishi, because, baby, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm by myself, too. I don't have my purse. I don't have, you know. But you right. You was so right. Listen, I had an experience, Shishi, so everybody's story different. You know, everybody's story different. I had an experience. A bad one. Okay, I'll drop the link later. Yeah, because you don't know my situation. You don't know what I done been through. That's why I said you was blowing me. But I'll drop it later and I'll tag you when I drop it. Have a good day. Thank you for coming. What I was gonna say? Yeah, they ended up having it on the third day. I knocked on this girl door and I'm like, hey, you said he had a stomach virus. You said he had a stomach virus. Hey, Malik. Correct. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome. So, yeah, I knocked on her door, and I said, you said they had a stomach virus? Your son had a stomach virus? And she was like, oh, no, he had something else. And I'm like, well, when we was translating, you sure did tell me a stomach virus. You ain't say no hand, mouth, and foot. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Did they get it? Yes, they got it. And why was you lying? Like, you can't play with nothing like that. You can't do that. Like, that just don't make no sense. I got 2 babies. You got 1. And then y'all, both of the twins caught it. They was itching. They had high fevers. Like, their fevers like 102. I had to take them to the hospital twice while we was in that hotel. The shelter ended up extending our stay for another week. And that week went by. It was itching. They still was showing signs of it. Like I said, we went to the hospital 2 times that week. And it was horrible. It was really bad. I was crying. I didn't have no friends. I didn't have no family out there to help me. It was an experience, y'all, that I won't ever forget. And they kept giving me creams and telling me to switch Tylenol and what was that other one? Ibuprofen. The fever medicine. They kept telling me to switch them, and I was doing everything I could, but nothing was working. So we ended up being in that hotel for a whole 3 weeks. Yes, I'm so glad too. I'm so glad too. I just had to come on here and talk about it. And we went back to the shelter. The lady they was acting strange. The lady was watching my kids. She was like looking around the corner every time we come out and stuff. And I'm like, is everything good? Like, we good? Yes, that's facts. That is facts. Yes, quickly, you hit that right on the head. They started giving my baby the eyes, like peeking around the corner, looking at them, and I'm just like, what's going on? Everything good? At this point, I didn't know nothing was going on. My roommate, when she see me come in the room, she'll hurry up and get up out of there and stuff. Oh, let me tell y'all, I forgot. Y'all, these people called me while my baby's was sick and said, hey, we found some beer cans underneath your bed. And I just bust out laughing because they know damn well I know the rules, and I know we can't have no alcohol or no drugs on, premises. And I got kids, so when do I have time to drink beers? Like, what? So I'm just like, are y'all trying to get me kicked out? Is y'all staff members trying to set me up? Yes. They said I had beers. I said, can you send me a picture of these beers? Because I need to see. And they was like, no, we cannot. I said, well, why are you sitting here calling me, accusing me? They kept calling me. Where did you get the beers from? Where did you do? When did you drink them? Oh, we're going to call the DCF. Y'all, these people, when I tell you, these people in the shelter is crazy. So that happened before we came back. Then we went back. That's when they was, looking at my kids and like watching me, my every move. So I tried to stay in the room as much as possible. I noticed my roommate was acting weird, running in and out the room when she'll see me. When you hold on quickly, I'ma yes, hold on. When I'm trying to finish this story. I'm almost done quickly, I promise. Weeks went by, nothing happened, everything was okay. I wanted to meet with my case manager because she stopped meeting with me weekly, and I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, dang, so when you was gonna meet with me again? Oh, it looks like your weeks is rolling off, so yeah, we won't be able to do anything for you. And I'm like, what you mean you ain't gonna be doing anything for you? She's like, well, your roommate was telling me that your kids are all on her side and you've been harassing her. And I'm just like, whoa. I said, I don't even understand Spanish. I don't say nothing to her. Every time she in my room, she runs out. And like, we don't even talk. So how could I be harassing her? It was just, I'm just like, what? I said, she's probably mad because when her baby had hand, foot, and mouth, I said something to her. And ever since we got back to the shelter, she ain't said nothing to me. So that's probably what it was. And you over here taking her side because you Spanish and I'm black. And it seemed like y'all, the girl I was cool with, that I was telling y'all about, They kicked her out and took her baby. They called a DCF on her. They called a DCF on that girl, took her baby. They was lying on her and everything. Well, I don't know what happened because I wasn't here, so I can't say they was lying on her. They took her baby, y'all. So, I noticed when I got back, all the black girls was gone. It was only Spanish people. It was only Spanish people there, y'all. And I just found it so weird. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, y'all. Shift just popped up. Let me try to get this shit. Okay, I missed out on the shift. I don't know why she was so foul. I really don't know what her story was. I don't know what she was going through. I don't know. So yeah, they took her baby, and that same day when me and my case manager was talking, I said I'm about to go get my roommate because I never knew it was a problem. So I went and got my roommate. She cussing. You could tell she cussing. She going off. She had her hands up and was doing the most. This was a Dominican, so she kind of black, I guess. Hey, Sammy, how you doing? This was a Dominican girl, but she just ain't speak no type of English. She was going off, y'all, and when she got in front of the case manager was telling me everything she said, and she was basically like, yeah, you be harassing her, and you don't want her in the room, and this and that. And I'm like, those is all lies. Like, I say, you know what, I don't have time for this. You believe in her, but not trying to help me. This girl about to get housing, and I'm not. Y'all ain't helping me. I said, y'all kicked all the black girls out. Y'all, it seemed like y'all was trying to set me up when my kids was sick. Y'all didn't even check on them not one time and say, hey, are they okay? Hey, this and that. Y'all didn't bring me food until I called y'all for the third time. Y'all, I was in there waiting for them to bring me food because they were supposed to be going to Walmart to buy me some microwave food because all the donated food they had at the shelter was like frozen food and stuff like that. So I couldn't take none of that with me. Y'all, I had to call them people 3 times to get food. 3 times. It was crazy. So, long story short, that day, I'm in front of my case manager. Yes, they did have another agenda, quick. They ain't want my ass there, period. They ain't want me there at all. And I peeped that, but I needed to let a couple more days roll off after that second month. Just till I can figure out, ask around, can I please stay somewhere, and this and that. I had to work something out. Because I really wasn't trying to stay with nobody, because I got the vibe that ain't nobody want me at their house. I have babies. When you have babies, you know how it is. They don't want to hear all that crying and all that. So that's why I would prefer to stay in the shelter. But after this experience, no. Nope. I won't do it no more. But, y'all, that day it was a wrap for me. Like, I told her, I said, I'm ready to go. Get me a lift up out of here. Because I'm about to slap this. Y'all, I was going off. I snapped on her. I snapped on this Spanish girl. I said, I know you don't know what I'm saying, but you could translate for her. Stop lying on me. And I was going off, y'all. I don't even remember what was said, but they was lying on me. They tried to set me up. They ain't want me there. They was helping her because I would hear the other girls like, yeah, the new girl who just got here, she about to get Section 8 and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, so that's how I knew she was getting housing. But I wasn't even getting offered no housing or nothing. They just got me up out of there that same day. They kept asking me, hey, you ready to go? You packed up? You ready to go? Like, they wanted me out of there. Yes, y'all, they did pay for my lift and everything. That's how when you move, that's how they get you out of there. They pay for your lifts and you tell them the address you want to go to. Even they could have sent me to another state too, but I said nah. Because another girl had just went to Ohio or whatever. After you do your time there or whatever, they relocate you out, or they can, you just got to let them know you have somewhere to go. They want to make sure you have somewhere safe to go. But yeah, that was my experience at the shelter. Never ever again will I go to a shelter. Hopefully I don't have to go through nothing like that. But I just thank God that I got out of that situation and found another way. Because while I was in there, I had got some good news, and that's how I ended up here. I ain't gonna say y'all, that on here, but that's how I ended up here. Being patient, going through the struggle, while living in the shelter is what got me where I'm at. And no, that shelter did not help me, y'all. That shelter did not help me, not one bit. I did not eat. It was nights I did not eat nothing. Y'all, like, God is so good. Like, I really made it out. I feel like, oh my gosh. That was temporary place. You and your kids were never intended to be there. Right, exactly. I didn't even last the full time, but I did 2 months, and I thank God I made it out. I was in there about to fight several. I didn't tell y'all, you know, all the times I was about fighting stuff. I just thought that wasn't necessary, but I made it out the shelter, y'all. I made it. Your girl made it. Yes, God will bring you through it one way or another. Yes, He will. But that's it. That's the end of the story time of what it's like living in a shelter. Y'all was where I was living at too. It was like rural. Like, it was really nothing. There are no jobs. They did give me daycare assistance, but it was no job. So it's like, and then the daycares, everybody was crying because their kids was getting beat on. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to work out here. Because I might be under the jail if somebody hurt my kids. I'm not going to work out here. It wasn't even no work to look for anyways. But, I mean, I had applied to a gas station or something. And I had applied to McDonald's. Y'all, I was ready to get it in. When I tell y'all when I need some money, I'm applying everywhere. If I can't find nowhere. And when I say I'm applying to McDonald's, you know I'm down bad. Because I said I would never work there again. I don't like how they treat you at McDonald's. But I was willing to get it for my kids. Sure was. But no, I said I ain't putting these kids in no daycare over here. I'd be out my mind trying to work over here and they beat on kids. That's crazy. Well, let me answer your question quickly. And I'm gonna get ready to end the live. Oh, this live was 40 minutes. I did not mean for this live to be this long. My throat hurt. I need something to drink. Yes, definitely. Because ain't nobody, in the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna help me. Y'all, I was over there promoting. Y'all know where Ibotta is? I was promoting that because, you know, every time you refer somebody, that's $5, I think. It was $5 or $10. So I was scanning receipts and promoting Ibotta. And I had a couple of people on here. I had shouted them out. They signed up for me. I couldn't get my family to sign up for me. And my family know I was trying to make a way for my kids. So I'll be cashing out for that. You know, and that's how I would get food. Yeah, that's how I would get food. So I just thank them for that. Quickly, let me answer your question, then I'm going to end the live. Did you ever hear anything back from the prospective employer after you took it? No, I did not hear nothing back. So at this point, I'm just doing this. I just think it wasn't meant. I've been calling. I just think it wasn't meant. It wasn't meant. But thank you for tuning in, quickly, and everybody else who tuned in, and everybody else who tunes in. I'll be coming back to support y'all tonight. I know it's been a couple days since I've been to everyone's page. I've been doing my content creators program, so I've been busy. And today, I'll definitely come back and show y'all some love. Hopefully, I'm not too tired. If not, if I don't get y'all tonight, I'll get y'all in the morning. Yeah, that's about it. It's okay. Hold on. Your time is coming. Yes, I will. I mean, this is working out for now, quickly. It's really working out. I've been able to get some stuff handled. Yeah, it might not be me. That's what I'm thinking. But all right. Thank you, quickly, for tuning in. Y'all have a great day. I'll be back live later on my second shift. But I'll see y'all later.